Welcome, everybody. It's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. Right. I know we've just had a little bit of a dump, but just whilst we're waiting, I might actually take a long in a second. I've just gone long in like the last 10 minutes on the ES, but I've closed it because we had to start the stream and I know I'll forget about it otherwise. So who do we have in here? Welcome everyone. Friday's in here, a lot more crypto. Eric, Elizus, Jack Smith, P, Bear, Mooney, Hemon, Claude, King, Testy, French Bull, MTPK, LM, I'm a working man, Powell, Mikey P, and everybody else. Luxury as well. Paul, Killing Crypto, Ryan Paul Young. All right, okay, that's enough names. I've got through everybody. That was here earlier. Claude, you missed all the fun. You left earlier because we had the boring open to New York session, and now it's all started kicking off as soon as we finished the trading room earlier. But yeah, it's been quite nice. I went out, chilled out for a little bit, took a short on the way down, now looking for a long, took a long on ES, all within like the last 20-30 minutes. And yeah, I think we're due for some fun during the FOMC stuff. So let's see if we can find anything. I'm just going to go through the... Okay, let's actually just follow this as a trade first of all. So I quite like what we've just done here. Was we had a little sweep. We broke through this like parabolic move to the upside. We had a bit of a sweep down, and now we've just come back into what was our high from earlier on today. So looking for a bounce here. If we can get back above 28,480, then I think we can go up and take the highs again. I think this is just one of those things that's pre-FOMC. We're just retracing the entirety of all of the move that we're doing so far. If we do start to get caught properly below 28,300, I'm going to take another short position. And I'm just scalping this at the moment. I've not really taken any swing trades. It's just in, out, shake it all about. And yeah, that is the plan for today. So, yeah, I'm just going to go over this. So I posted this in the crew a minute ago. I've taken a few trades actually on the ES today. I've been starting to trade this a little bit more because it's honestly sometimes a lot easier than Bitcoin. It just seems to make sense to me, just from a candlestick perspective. Whereas Bitcoin, I'm looking at things that are slightly more. We're looking at the order flow and things. Yeah, the ES has been relatively nice. So I've actually taken 3 trades today, all based off of the same strategy, and still there hasn't been a single one that's lost, like since I've been doing this, which is really, really weird. So I'm going to cover these. And I mean, technically earlier I should have lost. So we traded the New York Open in our trading room earlier on today. And I should have lost, but I didn't because I didn't place a hard stop. And then we actually got a second entry into this. So shall we go over this? First of all, yeah, let's cover the trades that we had earlier. Just as a recap for those of you who are in the crew and those of you who are not, because we do have 109 viewers in here at the moment. If we can smash the like button up, that will be very nice indeed. Right. Why did my volume sessions thing disappear again? And now I'm going to have to reset the timings of it again because I accidentally deleted it from my chart. I'd always do this when it's a stream. Why is it that every time I do a stream, I delete it? And this, because it's it's not a script, you have to re-edit it every time because that's how I have it saved and I always forget. Bear with me. 12 to 13, 30, 20. Okay, we're all good. Load. 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 No, I have saved my settings as default, but the problem is when I delete it from here, if I go back in, I need to re-enter the text and then it puts it back in as the text I've saved. So I need to resave the text or I need to change this template. It's not even loading. There it is, finally. Cool. So yeah, we'll just do a little bit of a recap and some of the trades that I've taken just off of the same strategy that we always have, which was New York opened. We had a move up which took the highs, we had a move up which took the lows, and then actually I initially entered, we got this entry from here earlier on, so price came back in. I should technically have, was that the one? Yes, that was the one. So we were looking for these highs to get taken. We had the move up, took out the lows very briefly, but then gave us a second opportunity to get into a long position here. So we ended up starting off the day with this and we were looking for these highs. So that one played out. Then once that had happened and we had the move up, there was another opportunity as we got the move up, we took out the highs, we then started to break down to the downside, an opportunity to get into a short position. You take it down to these lows, it took out these lows, and then once again I've just done exactly the same thing here. We've taken out our London lows, we have waited for the lows to get swept, for there to be a candle that closes above your previous high on this occasion. So you have the move up, you put in a corrective move, you start to close above, you're changing the direction of this low time frame 1 minute trend, and now we're looking for highs to be taken. So I've just closed out of this because it came close enough and I was just about to start the stream, but that is the trade that I have just taken on the S&P 500. If we are to look at Bitcoin, we have a similar situation. So I'm not red. I will be soon a different color. I have the color changing lights on again. So yeah, I won't be red the whole time. Look, I'm blue and purple and woo. It's just a little bit of extra stuff. I'm very colorful. I'm a colorful character. So yeah, we are getting a bit of a bounce here. As expected. We're still only at 100. Well, I wish we were at 141 likes. We're still only at 41 likes. So if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button now. And we will talk about stuff. So we have FOMC coming up in 15 minutes. Now, let's start to prep for what we might see during FOMC. So let's start to clean up this chart a little bit. New York session has been pretty decent. If we are to look at what we have on the order flow here, we can see there's a shit ton of shorts still coming in on this. So we are still building like a lot of short positions, which even though we've had a dump, this is why I don't want to be getting into any swing short positions yet, unless this sort of behavior starts to stop, unless you start to get lots of people buying the dip. So we are seeing open interest decreasing with the move down. We're seeing a lot of shorts opening at the lows again, and I do just feel that this could still continue higher, even though we've put in a really decent high after we swept the Monday, Tuesday, whatever day we put in the high of the week. We ranged there for a while. It's inevitable that if you don't get continuation, there was a few opportunities in which you could have taken a short here. And yeah, but still, it's almost as if this move has done its thing. You came down, you put in the little range, you had the swing failure pattern at the lows, you hit some stops, hit those longs, the stops that had started to enter here, so take out the early longs, and there could be a chance for a decent bounce off of this. So I am still thinking that this could go a little bit higher throughout today, because shorts are being a little bit over the top right now. But we'll see how it goes. I really want it to sweep. I really want it to dump here, because I want to start getting into altcoins. And altcoins are where, for me, a lot of the bigger opportunities are right now. I do believe we're about to see a pretty decent alt cycle. I think that Bitcoin dominance has reached a point in which you could consider it to be a local high, a local top. I think that a lot of alts are primed for some really big moves, but I need to see a dump before that can happen. There just isn't an opportunity to enter here at the moment. The one thing, I'll go over some of the altcoins in a bit, but yeah, I just really want to see Bitcoin crash a little bit first, so then we can get into these trades, but we'll see how it goes. What else do we have to talk about? I'm kind of tired today as well. The trading room earlier was long, and I didn't sleep very well last night, so I'll do my best. Look at these short positions. What the hell is going on? Look, they're not even... That move up we had earlier just didn't even affect anything at all. And it's probably similar with ETH. It's just like... Rough. Like, I was thinking we could squeeze, and if we are going to squeeze, we're looking to get this back down to neutral again. And like, you've got 7.2 thousand Bitcoin short positions currently here that, I mean, are almost entirely underwater right now, because anyone that's short within this range, within this range, within this little range, within this range, all of these big open interest increases in open interest are all lower than price is now. So you've got millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars of short positions that are on the wrong side of the trade right now, which is why I still think we can go higher. But yeah. Yeah. Net longs are just flat, very much flat. I mean, down, in fact. So you got longs starting to close out, taking a lot of profit, which is what you should be doing anyway. You've got shorts that are going absolutely apeshit crazy. This is only on USDT perpetual. I don't know what's going on the inverse. Be interesting to see what's going on inverse. But also, if we look on like Binance and stuff, there's a lot of shorting going on. So it's interesting. It is interesting. There's a lot of selling going on here. Maybe they'll be on the right side of the market. Who knows? Yeah. We have this situation here as well. So if we're looking at aggregated, we can see that spot is still pretty bullish. Let's just load up this whole range. Bear with. So we had this crazy divergence earlier, which is what led us to believe that we were going to get this short squeeze. That's happened. So we've hit a load of liquidations here. I would assume that this is mainly Binance. So Binance have probably initiated this bigger move that we have here. But I still do think that there's potential for this to go further. If there's enough of them, they become on the right side of the market. Absolutely. Absolutely. And they might just get away with it. Like it's a very sensible area to be hedged into shorts, or at least not to be overexposed in longs. But I'm just going by what we have right now, and it still looks to me like there is the opportunity to push this up a little bit more, to start to break the backs of those short positions. Yay, this hit target. Cool. So ES has done its thing. What's everyone's predictions for FOMC? What do we think is going to happen? Or what do you think is going to happen in 30 minutes, 10 minutes time for FOMC? Okay, yeah, I agree. I think we're going to get a 25 base points hike. Yeah. If they pause massive sell-off, see, I think if they were to pause, there'd be a. I think we'd probably go higher initially and then we'd sell off, because I think the market would be like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like, money printers back on, everything's going mad. And it would just go, like, it would just rip higher. But then that's when you'd look for the short positions. I think it would inevitably lead us to a local high. If we do get 25 base points as is expected, then I think we're close to putting in a local high anyway. I do need to see all this liquidity swept, but yeah, it's a guess at the moment. What we usually get during FOMC is dump on the statement, pump. No, or is it the other way around? What? No, actually, yeah. What we've had for the past few occasions, although usually when Powell opens his mouth outside of FOMC, the market dumps. But the last few occasions, we've had the dump on the statement, and then when there's the actual conference, the press conference afterwards, then we start to move up. Okay, Bitcoin is now. So we do have something that's giving us a reason to use this as an invalidation at the lows. So if we can start to come back in, I probably wouldn't want to take it there. But if you're aiming up for these highs again, it's got itself out of the woods here. But you got to be aware of 25,800 area now. So 25 base points is it's expected. It's not really bullish or bearish. It's just what the market's priced in already. I'm not muted. I am making noise. Your speakers must be muted. Not that you'd be able to hear me anyway. The silence is weird. Sometimes they just don't know what to say. I've been talking about trading all day. Well, not all day. I did like 2 hours trading room earlier. So my mind is fried. 'Let's just do Q&A because I actually don't know what to talk about. We're just waiting for this. Okay, what we'll do is let's start to look at where we are. overall on the day. So your VWAP bands, I always really like these when we're coming into volatility. So if we do start to dump, you've got below 27,900 would look like a good area. So we'll check to see what levels we've got around there. And then above 28,750, that's an SFPF of the highs. If we are to get this, and this brings me into what we were looking at earlier, where I would like to see the lows that we had from, well, today so far. So today's lows being swept. If we are to look at the previous day levels, I'll add these onto the charts. We'll just keep things clean. So we do have previous day low down here. That's previous week low. Previous day low. There it is. And then we've got probably enough, you know. It's liquidity, isn't it? It doesn't really matter what day it happened on. Point of control of the range. Daily open. Move it to here. Daily open. I wouldn't take a long off of daily open though. It's internal. Unsurprisingly, it's the VWAP that's holding. Oh, this gave you the entry as well, look. So we just have the entry for on that as just a simple, the same strategy that I trade during the market opens that I've just continued on throughout. This is a sticky point here because it was earlier on. So if I was in this trade, I'd just want to be taking profit here already. Yeah, it's opening a trade now before FOMC happens, when it's literally in 2 minutes, is a big risk. So, yeah. Look, I still think we have the opportunity to go higher. I think shorts that got in early could get wrecked. Longs, I do think we're gonna take out the high and we're gonna take out the low. So if we do come into daily open, that's probably the best level I can really see before we come back to previous day lows. So if we're going down, we really just need to follow what's actually happening on. Is there anything in the books? I don't even know. Peter Johnson, you'd be looking for this, yeah? To, I guess, there. This is what you're looking at, right? So 30-minute AB. We have broken that. It's the same type of thing that we're doing. Yeah, it would be lovely to take the highs. Yeah. Hey, highs taken again. Out go those short positions. Okay. How many of these shorts are being stopped? Come on, squeeze them. All right. Yeah, I guess that one got quickly invalidated. So we have taken the highs. This is what we were looking for. There's still way too many shorts out there that are comfortable at the moment. That is much, much, much better. So this is so much better. Look, we've actually had like a proper drop in open interest in short positions, finally liquidating some of those shorts. So VWAP held us. We had the nice opportunity for a long position. That's played out on this occasion. We are finally stopping out a lot of these shorts. And now maybe is the time that we can actually reverse this. So now where do we find, if there is even an opportunity to take a short position now? It was 25, right? Yeah, so this is already priced in by the market. Now we come back down. So now we're looking at 27.9 as being support if we are going to get this. Longs more or less unaffected here. Okay, now they're getting stopped. Bit of a delay. We're just hugging VWAP. Of course it has a Darth Maul. It always has a Darth Maul. That's the one thing that you can guarantee. when there's a news event like this, you can always guarantee the Darth Maul candle. Yeah, let's put the stick size back up. I had to make it much smaller earlier. Oh, that's better. Do I have any data on Darth Maul like reverse? Not really. Yeah, like because for me the safest thing to do in these situations is just stay out of the market. So it's not really something I collect data on because I don't trade this type of candle. I tend to just wait until things settle and then find the opportunity once direction is a little bit more confirmed. I still don't think this is looking like we've put in a high. I think this is very typical of what you'd see. We had the first move up. You would naturally look to fade that, but it doesn't mean that that's it. That doesn't mean that the high is in now. There's still, it's a start. It's starting to unwind a lot of these short positions from earlier on, but there's still a long way to go. Like you actually zoom out and we're barely touching it. What is happening to DXY? Are we pumping? Oh my god, I put this up to 100k. Oh, dead. Crushed. Okay. Wow. Euro be pumping. I mean, as if that wasn't obvious enough. Like, of course. I think even without FOMC, you do that up to a major high. What's going to happen? You're going to break it. So yeah, that's hardly surprising what's happened on the DXY here. There's a big fat wick to the downside on Bitcoin now. And we're almost back up where we were a minute ago. This is really laggy. The nice thing about this, okay, if you were wanting to take a short position, at least to actually climb this far up towards the highs, I'd go for this. Only as a scalp. If we can just take this out, I'm going to go for a short in a second because I don't think we're going to get as much volume as we saw a minute ago. Yeah. Can't see the chat anymore. ETH lagging behind. Yeah, we need a flush before altcoins really kick off. We're waiting for a nice opportunity to take it. I do hope the alt season happens, but yeah. Yeah, because now what we could just be looking at. So I've started scaling into a short now. So just so you're aware, I have started going into a short because that was a really nice push up, and we hit a lot of stops. There were some nice liquidations there. We've come close enough towards the highs, so I am going into a short position. What would be really good now is just to see this come down. We knew that that daily open 27,900, wasn't it, was a nice area, and we can just look to just trade this back down again. I will close it if we continue much higher, but I have taken a short. 28,801. Yeah, see, if I'm looking at there's a huge previous range, low, high time frame. The previous 28,801 is a key level for me on BTC. As it was that huge previous range, low. Oh, high time frame. Sorry. Yes. Let me have a look. Yeah, we got this whole I mean, as a general SR region zone thingy going on. Like you're looking around here as just being massively important. Like that was very important support breaks, and that's kind of where we are now. We haven't tapped the 4-hour 50 EMA for so long. Let me quickly. No, it's okay. Yes, damn. I shouldn't have closed it. I took the long. I closed it before the stream. Shouldn't have done that. Let's pretend, yeah? There you go. Did it. Daily level on the ES has been hit. When can we go back into short and chill mode? When we can no longer be in long and chill mode, because that's what I've been in for the past couple of weeks now. Yeah, like this is exactly what I'd like to see, Liquid. I think you're absolutely right. I want to see some kind of flush that takes us back down into either the 4 hour 50 EMA. I'd like to see it go a bit deeper than that. Trade through it, start to have this roll over, and then we can look for a move back up again. But yeah, we're a long way away from it right now. The daily 50 EMA will be important when that happens. Everyone's talking about the SMAs as well right now, aren't they? Because that was essentially what bounced us. Was it the 50 or was it the 200? Oh, SMMA. What's an SMMA? Moving average. It was the 200, yeah. 550,200. 200. Was this one? So everyone was talking about this, weren't they? That 200 SMA that did those two big pivots within the market. There was so many. Look at this. So the shorts that were stopped have started to enter again. They are just not giving up, are they? Look at it. Look at these crazy shorters. So I'm going to take profit on this short here because I still don't trust that this is going to get a retrace. We're starting to come back down yet. We're back at VWAP. It's been a nice move. I've made some decent profit from that short. Binance actually took the highs on that second occasion. Bybit didn't. So, yeah, definitely opportunities to take the short, but we are holding. We are at VWAP. Below the BOC. Let's just quickly. Yeah, so Binance took the high and the Inverse Perpetual took the high. Okay, so CVD, yeah, so bullish CVD. I don't know. I haven't looked at that right now. I can't. Well, yeah, obviously we would do because we still got a lot of shorts opening up. So yeah, we do have bullish CVD because of the amount of shorts that are opening up. We now have more short positions opening than we did when the squeeze started. This is how ridiculous it is. So all the shorts that got stopped are now opening short positions again. And this is how you get a short squeeze that honestly can send us to over 30k. We've seen stuff like this happen before. It's not guaranteed. I'm not saying that we're still like we're going to keep going and going and going and going, but when you see this kind of behavior, you just have to be really, really careful getting into those short positions because they don't look very healthy at all. And then, yeah, so this is what will get us to 50k by May, right? Yeah, make it all back in one trade. This is what they're all trying to do. They're like, oh my God, I should have not got stopped out. Oh, I shouldn't have got liquidated. And now they're taking short positions again. What would look healthy for a drop? At least 10%. I at some stage, I need to see a drop of like 10. I was saying 5% a couple of days ago, but now we're higher. So a healthy drop, 25k to 25,600. Still, I still think it's this very similar thing to where we were the other day. Yeah, I'd go 25,600. Oh, a healthy drop. Oh, order flow. Right. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? I really, really want this drop so I can start to get into altcoins, because if we get like this type of move down of 10% or so on Bitcoin, you're going to see alts dropping by 20, 30% within a few hours. So that's when the real opportunities start to happen. And that will be very, very, very nice when they do happen, because we've got big stuff coming up in the alt market right now. We're almost inevitably going to have an alt season. Did anyone take this blur trade earlier as well? I was shilling this during the trading room, and we're up 12% since our trading room earlier, which is very nice. Anyway, liquid. So on order flow, what? Yeah, ultimately, what you need to see is it coming back down to the levels in which we were, where they started to short within this range. So this was back here, right? This is all the shorts that are underwater. It gives us a really nice midpoint. So if we're actually looking at this overall, yeah, you're looking to go back to just pretty much neutral on delta. So wipe them, because all of these right now are on the wrong side of the market. That Korean guy is getting liquidated again. Poor guy. Where's he short from? Or has he already been liquidated? Yeah, I want shorts to get wiped out. I then want a little bit of a distribution up at the highs, and then I want to dump it. Just wipe everyone out in like a day. I just want a big crash, 10, 15% crash in one day. When people aren't expecting it, when people are bullish again. Everyone's still trying to short this, so I don't think we're going to get it yet. Really, what I want to see is us to go higher, 30k, 31k, 32k, 34k, and then just crash back down. And at that point, that's when this market really starts to pick up and kick off. and the alts will then the alts will be beautiful at that time because the damage will have been done on Bitcoin, but alts less liquidity, they can just recover that so much easier. But who knows? Because I was talking about this earlier, so this is the thing, right? This is what the market's doing at the moment. Is just this. We just keep doing this, and at some point we'll just do that. So we don't know yet where we are within this. You can continue to play the trend, but for me, altcoins are, generally speaking, they're swing trades is how I like to trade them. I like to trade them when price goes low, does something like this, and then I like to trade them back up to do the bounce, to come into the golden pocket, to do all of those kind of things. That's what I really want. So on Bitcoin, I'm very, very happy just to trade this gradual move up because you can just continue to trade the trend with that bias the same way that we were shorting it and shorting it and shorting it and shorting it and shorting it just a couple of weeks ago. We're now just taking longs, more longs, more longs, more longs, more longs, and the shorts are just quick scalps when liquidity's taken. But on altcoins, I just don't know. Like, I get the feeling that we're somewhere around here, right? So the amount of return that you can get was, okay, maybe we have another couple of days of upside. Maybe this starts to collapse right now. Maybe this does continue on for a bit longer, but I just don't see, after this has been going on for so long, we get closer and closer to this event that wipes everyone out. And I don't want to be in alt positions until we've had that event that wipes everyone out. So hopefully that explains my strategy of what I'm really looking for on altcoins and when I'll start to become interested and excited about altcoins again, because we just need a bit of we need this liquidity gone. Oh, this is my Doge TA as well. So Doge is going to the moon. We know that already. So I've been buying a load of Doge. I've been buying Blur. I've been buying IMX. I've been buying LDO. So yeah. No, so the drop to 19K wasn't enough. Like that was just controlled. That was gradual. What we don't want to see something like that. So this is the thing. People were bearish here. So the altcoins weren't really, they've been lagging behind all of this time. Now we know, the macro is very clear at this stage. Okay, Bitcoin is healthily in an uptrend. We've gone above the 1-to-1, so we've had a bigger move in price terms, in percentage terms, than the move that we had up at the start of the year. We've done it quicker, we've done it with higher volume, we've done it with more open interest. We've done it with spot buying as well. So the macro is kind of clear. So within this, people were still very concerned that if we started to drop, we'd go all the way back down to 16K. Now that's gone. That's just not a drop my water bottle. That's just not a likely situation. In my opinion, that would be ridiculous. So now that liquidity, the money that's been made from I'm long from here, like the exact bottom. I'm still in a long position. So the money that I've made from that, I'm still waiting to spend it. So at some point, I'm going to spend that money, the money that I made from being long for this whole move, but I just want a sweep down that happens so much quicker than this. Like, you can't do a long, this took 21 days. Like, I want to see a dump in a day. Like, I want to see one day down 15%. That's what's going to kick the market off, not 21 days. Because the market just won't have that kind of opportunity. One day, 21% drop, alts then just go whee, and they start flying. So yeah, I can tell you the stuff I've been accumulating. Doge, obviously, because how could you go into any market cycle without owning a bit of the meme coins? You've got to own Doge. Aptos again. So I've started buying Aptos again. Then we're going into IMX. So I've had IMX for a while, but I still think this looks good here. So although we're up quite a lot, I'm still adding small amounts to IMX. QNT, the same with that. This STX one, but I've started to sell this one. Then we're looking at Blur, which I think looks fantastic. So I've been accumulating this for the past few days. OP I haven't, but I'm interested in it. LDO I have. And these are all Arbitrum tokens that I'm very interested about. So we've got the Arbitrum launch tomorrow. So stuff like this, right? Stuff that's going to get hype. So I don't know what it is, but DPX USDT, DOPEX. I don't know what it is yet, but it's in the Arbitrum ecosystem. This is going to be a big thing from tomorrow onwards. That one's already pumped. Forget about it. This one, Trident DAO. Don't know. Vela token. Inu. I bought some Inu yesterday, and it was up 8% earlier. Now it's up 4%. This thing. ZYB USDT. See, things like this. This is my list of things I like. So snapshot that list. I like all of these. I'm not buying all of them yet though. I'm waiting for the Arbitrum launch tomorrow, which is like the biggest event that we're going to have in crypto for the whole year. And yeah, then I'm going to start looking into these things. Powell press conference in 5 minutes. The best for low caps is MEXC. So MEXC. Again, we've never advertised this, but they gave me a link. I don't think we've ever advertised this. Here we go. Apparently there's an event. Yeah. MEXC is like that's the one that I use personally to trade all of the low caps. So I used to use KuCoin, but MEXC's become like the one that has all of these like really, really, really nice low caps on there. So if you look through most of this list, then most of these, you got Binance on there. I try and use the Binance charts when I can, but MEXC is the one that has most of them. I think BitGet's okay, but for the low cap, the shitcoin trading, yeah, MEXC is really nice. And it's the lowest fees exchange out there. They're like free fees on most stuff. So you could even trade perps on there, but it's just not very much liquidity. Like Gains Network. I'm so tempted just to buy this right now. And 200x leverage. Yeah. Yeah. I don't actually know. Like, let's have a look. So what is they gave me a link. They've been asking me for this for ages, but the thing is I don't want to just go, "Oh, here's like affiliate reference links to every exchange out there." I only try and do stuff if they give us something proper. But MEXC here. Oh, dark mode, please. Deposit and trade to earn $9,100. The exchange with the lowest spot and futures fees. That is very low fees. Maybe we actually have to seriously start looking into this exchange a bit more. But this is the one that I use to trade low caps. Speech started. Cool. Pump it some more. I've pinned the Mexi link to the chat in here, by the way. Do you always limit in on low caps, Luke? No. Because they're swing trades, I'm buying them spot anyway. I just buy them. I'm not that fussed. Why the conviction that Doge is going to moon again? Just because, of course, it's going to moon. It's Doge. It's dogecoin, Doge, doggy, whatever. Of course, it's going to pump again. It's just there's only three things. What is it? There's only three things in life that are guarantees. Actually, there is only two things in life that are guaranteed. Because who pays taxes anymore? If you're in crypto. I mean, I do, obviously. Don't tell the chancellor that or whatever. Yeah. There's only three things are certain in life: death, taxes, and Doge pumping. Divorce. Oh, sis, that's yeah. And a trade going against you after hitting your stop loss. Yeah, that's why you put your entry at your stop loss. I've never been one to do that, but yeah. Meh. Are we gonna get anything? VWAP. Nothing can escape the VWAP. VWAP is king. VWAP take us to 30K. Are you buying Arboretum? Arbitrum, not Arboretum. I always thought it was called Arboretum, but it's called Arbitrum. I'm not buying it tomorrow, no. I want to buy Arbitrum tokens, Arbitrum ecosystem tokens, but I'm very unlikely that I'll be buying Arbitrum tomorrow. It's going to launch like highly inflated. Like this time tomorrow, $15 billion will just appeared from thin air. So if you think the Fed are bad for printing money, like $15 billion probably injected into crypto in like a minute. It's just going to go pew, and it's just there. So it's going to launch as like the biggest layer 2 crypto immediately. It's probably going to launch into the top 5 on like coin market cap immediately. So I don't know how realistically you could buy that, because it's not actually done anything yet. Like everyone's like, oh, this is the thing that's the biggest thing in crypto ever. But people said that about Polkadot and Solana. This is just a new wave of things that are all going to fight against each other. So once this is launched and then it starts to chill out a little bit, you're going to get the whole narrative of what's better: Arbitrum, Aptos, Optimism, Layer Zero, which is coming after Arbitrum, which also looks really good. Polygon will still be in the discussion, but you're looking at like this is the new breed of Solana and Polkadot and Nia, and all of those layer 2s that were around in the last bull run, we're going to have this happen again. It'll be interesting to see, because we're also going to we'll get a new breed of like Uniswaps and Sushi swaps coming out of them, which is the stuff that I've been mentioning here. So if you're looking at like GMX, decentralized exchanges, this thing apparently NFTs, a new meme coin, a nice blue doggy. Oh, we're dumping. Hold on. Crash. Load. 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 There we go. Cool. Load's taken. Cool. All right. So taking liquidity above, finally taking liquidity below. That will be take profit number 2 on my short position. Bybit API is super laggy because it's not closing my position. Hello. Hello. Okay, cool. I have taken profit on my short again. Super hawkish speech. We're all doomed, really. He's just trying to save the dollar, isn't he? Which is still fucked. It's not. It's going to be the same sound bites, isn't it? I bet this speech is exactly the same as the last one. It's, we've been doing really well. Our economic plan is working. We are starting to see the fruits of our labor, but there's still a lot of work to do. Jobs are down, or no, up. Things are doing okay, but we still need to hike. We're hoping that this will lead to some stability, blah, 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 blah. I'm blue again. What's down here? Hello. 1,000 Bitcoin buy wallets. 27,500. Turn green, please. Hold on. Very bearish speech. Really? Is he not just doing the same thing that he always does? Let me just... Let's try and okay. Green. Green doesn't really make me very green. Not that green, is it? Green. The camera just adjusts it. Red. That's really red. But the green's like nothing. We'll try it. We'll stay green for now. This is bright. Too bright. Anton, yes? What? Ah. Oh, they're going to stay red. Evil. Because this is what I want to see, is a dump. The lag is massive. Yeah, I think I might wrap this up because I'd be interested to see what's. Yeah, we'll see where this is going at this stage. We've caught the short. I've taken profit on the short. I've had a few pretty decent trades today. So I'm kind of done at this stage. I have traded everything I would like to do, and I would quite like just to see the market settle down for a little bit. So, yeah, is there any final thoughts, any final questions before I shoot off? Why'd you call it a Darth Maul candle? Because... Wait. This is why. Why is this picture so small? Oh no, that's not going to work. Hang on. Seriously? Try to do something clever. It doesn't work. Darth Maul. Lightsaber. There it is. Yeah. That's why. I can't rotate this. It's a shame. But yeah, imagine that on its flip the other way. DXY dropping as BTC is dropping, but not that much. DXY dumped. And while BTC reached a new high, I don't know, optimistic bias in my opinion. What do you think? Yeah, look, we're still in an uptrend. This has only dropped 3%. Technically holding the daily open for now. We're going to get this 15-minute candle close here. We've just swept liquidity. So we stopped out a bunch of short positions. We've then stopped out a bunch of longs. There's absolutely no reason why we can't continue higher, which is why I'm holding my long positions and taking profit on my short positions, because still there's more shorts that were in the market now than they were back here. So you can really easily just trap them again and keep going up. I don't really... Yeah, I still don't think necessarily that's the high. We're only at like this. We could easily reclaim this within an hour or two. But we'll see. We'll see where this ends up. Had some good trades, so we managed to catch that short position. We've had the opportunities for the long as well. We had the long that we took just at the beginning. If you're looking at little scalps, again, maybe because we've had a bit of a dump, that's an opportunity for some of these low caps. Have they had any kind of reaction? Ish, back into VWAP. I'm going to start day trading Blur. I really like the way this is moving at the moment. Aptos, great opportunity to get back in. So we had this entry Tuesday. Yes. Yes, Tuesday. Yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. We were talking about this in London, trading room yesterday. So there's been a second opportunity to get in on something like Aptos. Yeah, I think at the very least, Bitcoin might not be making new highs, but altcoins, that was enough of a sweep on some things to give them a bit of a spring. We need to see more to see proper altcoin season kick off, but I think we're going to see the stuff that looks good already continuing to look good. So Blur, I expect to step up and take out like 75 cents, probably before the end of the week. So again, like I said, I've been buying this for a while. I think it looks great. And as a trade, although this is spot, it was just a really straightforward long position to take. Took Matic. Yeah, Matic, another one. So if you're looking at this as the narrative at the moment, that's the thing. This is the kind of thing you want to see. Look at it. This is brilliant. Like you get stuff like this. It just hits a bunch of stop losses, comes into here. So yeah, no, this isn't. We've not put in a. We may have put in a local high on Bitcoin, but alts are gonna get some nice flying price action. I would expect overnight during Asia session. It like this looks. That looks like a good spring. It's not enough. Like we need to do more, but for a temporary like bounce, doge, take out the highs, these kind of things, I think it looks really, really good. Is Ethereum going to get a reaction? Ish, kind of is. Is that going to be enough to break this daily level? Who knows? Yeah, I'm still bullish. If you couldn't tell already. More so on altcoins than Bitcoin. At now, after that, I think that's a nice little spring. Bitcoin dominance has hit the VWAP. That's kind of cool. I quite like that. Right. Okay. That's enough from me. Thank you everybody for watching. Again, if there is anyone new and you would like to find out more about the community, please do go check out tauruscrypto.com, where you can find out a load more information about our crew. If you also are interested in joining our trading competition, then you can join our free, well, not free, $100 equity is all you need to join this trading competition. You just need to use the link that is in our Discord. If you are not registered, if you do not have a Bybit account that is registered to our affiliate, you must register in order to take part in this. So you must be linked to Taurus in order to take part in the competition. Because drop my water bottle again. You must be registered with Taurus in order to take part in the trading competition itself. It says that you need to be KYC'd, but you don't. If you do win, we will be able to get around the KYC situation. I will be able to take your winnings and transfer them over to you. So yeah, don't worry about that. But like I say, you do need to be. We've only had 8 participants so far, so we've got to push this up a bit more. Just yeah, you know the link is there. I've explained it. It's in the Discord. If you need any more information, ask. But I'll do a proper video on this or whatever at some point soon. But thank you, everyone. Thank you very, very, very much for watching. I will see you all again tomorrow for New York Open, when maybe we're going to be above 30K. So have a great evening, and I will see you soon. Cheers. Bye.